going to have a look at what we've got to eat and what's still left on the plot at the minute. We've got half a dozen or so nice firm red cabbage. These are in our sort of mid-season brassica bed, a bit out of place, but grown well, so we've still got those to eat, and that's about it on this side of the plot. We'll have a wander over to the other side and see what we've got over there. Now, if we were really desperate, we might be able to manage another little helping of sprouts. They're really not been very good this year, but I might be optimistic there. But if we were desperate, we might have a look there and see if we could get some more sprouts. Next up on this side are some kiloton cabbages, which are lasting particularly well. We've got a few of those. They're only small, but the two biggest ones in there, and then we've got some more small ones to pick, and that's all we've got left in this bed, apart from some early sprouting broccoli, which of course isn't ready to be harvested yet. Staying on this particular plot, we've finished our early carrots. We've harvested some of our winter carrots. These are flaky in here, and these have been fine. At the end, or somewhere underneath here, are some autumn king carrots, and we've been lifting those, and they've been fine. And finally, at this end of the bed, we've got some parsnips, and they're gladiator, and they've been fine. So that's what we've got to lift in this particular plot. So if we have a wander down here now, we'll have a look, because we've got a few things down on this plot that we can still harvest. Again, first things we come to some early sprouting broccoli that of course isn't ready, and some spring cauliflowers that are not ready. But then we've got these Savoy cabbages, which, although they're small, we've had a couple, and there's been certainly enough on there for being soup. This one is probably the next one we'll harvest in there. That doesn't look too bad to me. Just a nice size. I think the last one, with a few carrots, we got a couple of helpings. Just in here, we've got some Swedes, which we'll probably test one any time now before they get too badly frosted. Somewhere in here, amongst this chard, which some of this looks alright to pick to me, doesn't look too bad. We got some beetroot in here, which we haven't harvested yet. There's some beetroot in there, I think you'll be able to spot that. And then at the end of here, we've got some leeks still to harvest, quite a few. Some decent ones. The ones in this row, this nearest row, are Osman, and the ones at the back are blue soleils. So that's what we've got still to harvest down the allotment, but we still got some produce at home, which I'm going to add on to the end of this video and let you have a look at what we've still got to eat that's stored at home. this clump of rhubarb's going to get a nasty shock if we get some cold and snowy weather. Thought it was worth then a quick look at today's harvest. Hopefully this will see us through to the weekend. So one of those Savoy cabbages, some Osman leeks, flaky carrots, and 3 parsnips called Gladiator. But the parsnips didn't come without a price, and the problem of having any deep-rooted parsnips in a clayey soil is that they are a bit tricky to get out, and my old trusty spade failed, so new spade on the to buy list. I'm having a look to see what we've got left at home still to eat from last year's allotment harvest. So we've still got some onions. There's a mixture of onions and shallots in there. We've used a lot of the biggest ones, but we've still got some in there that we can use. And there's another box down here with some more onions and some shallots. Then on the floor we've still got most of last year's Crown Prince squash left to use. These, providing we don't get any really bad weather, and I'm thinking if we get promise of some really cold nights, I might move these somewhere for some better protection. These will last through till April, and we've already used one set of our squashes, but we've still got these to use, so that's what we've got left in the summer house, still left to use this winter. So we've still got kestrel potatoes, and we've got another bag of spuds that we dug up last autumn. We've still got these in the garage to use. Should last us a few more weeks. Not going to start growing for another couple of months. Should be fine. And finally in the garage, so we've got a couple of freezers in the garage, and these have still got plenty of frozen stuff in from what we've harvested over summer. They look like quinces and green gages. And then further down we've got all sorts of stuff that we've harvested from last year. So in this one we've got some veg, we've got some cobra beans, and I think there's some peas under there. So when that lean spell comes in April and May, we'll hopefully still have a bit of frozen veg to see us through it.